Hey, what's up, Racine Community Youth? Pastor Neil here with my son Bennett and with Cameron. And we wanted to do something a little bit different this week since Mother's Day is coming up. And we are going to do a video just talking about some of the things and answering some questions about our moms and what we're thankful for about them. And the really cool thing is we've been going through this series on 1st and 2nd Timothy. And in 2nd Timothy chapter 1, Paul actually, in writing to Timothy, talks about his mom and his grandma and how important Timothy's mother and grandmother were in helping Timothy establish his faith. So I'm going to read that scripture to you, and then me and Bennett and Cameron are going to answer some questions about our moms. And we just encourage you, maybe you can think through some of these questions and just take some time this week to let your mom know you love her and you care about her. So here we go. 2 Timothy chapter 1, starting in verse 3, says this: I thank God whom I serve, as my ancestors did, with a clear conscience, as night and day I constantly remember you in my prayers. Recalling your tears, I long to see you, so that I may be filled with joy. I am reminded of your sincere faith, which first lived in your grandmother Lois and in your mother Eunice, and I am persuaded now lives in you. So this faith that Timothy had was passed down to him from his grandmother and his mother. And for many of us, we might share a similar story, a similar testimony of the impact that our moms have had in our faith in Jesus. My mom definitely had a huge impact in my faith in Christ, taking us to church, me and my sister. So I'm super grateful for that. But we're going to go ahead and answer just about 5 or 6 different questions about our moms and just have some fun with this. So the first question, or the first thing that we're going to talk about is, my favorite thing to do with my mom is, and I'll go first. So the favorite thing that I like to do with my mom is to play games, specifically card games. And the card game that probably is most near and dear to my heart that I've played the most with my mom is the game Skip-Bo. So we always used to go down to see my grandma and grandpa who lived in Arkansas. And one of the first things we would always do once we got out of the car, and something that we would do throughout our time there, is we would play Skip-Bo, and it was always a lot of fun. And I still like to go home and play Skip-Bo with my mom. Bennett, what's your favorite thing to do with your mom?
I like to play with her. I really like jumping on a trampoline with her and just playing with her.
Cool. What about you, Cameron?
My family lives up in Neenah, Menasha area, at the northern part of Lake Winnebago. And if you guys know all the stuff that's in Door County, we're really close to Door County. So it's a lot of fun to go up there and walk around, look at the scenery, check out the beautiful natural landscapes, especially along the lakes and along Lake Michigan, as well as Lake Winnebago and those different places. And I love with that, I like walking through those areas, as well as just walking around the neighborhood with my mom, as well as with my whole immediate family.
Cool. All right, next question. My mom is really good at, Bennett, what's your mom really good at?
She's really good at cooking.
Yeah? What's one of the favorite things that you like to eat that your mom makes?
It's usually like shredded chicken, some chicken, crescent roll, and potatoes.
Ooh, that sounds good. I've eaten that a time or two. It's pretty good. My favorite, or what's my mom really good at? I would say my mom is really good at encouraging people. My mom's always been one of my biggest fans and my biggest supporters. She's always checking in on me, calling and texting me. If you listen to my sermon online, she'll send me a message and say, hey, you did a great job. So I'd say my mom's really good at encouraging me and encouraging people. What about you, Cameron? What's your mom really good at?
My mom is extremely good at caring. She cares about usually she'll put other people for herself, and tries to love on people, and gets very sad when she can't help more than she can, um, and just be able to minister to the people around her as much as she'd like. So I just think that's awesome, and part of that is the reason why I think I'm caring. It's because God gifted me my mom, the characteristics of my mom, as well as me being able to see those characteristics. And so, yeah, she's just so caring and loving, and I very much appreciate that about her.
Awesome. All right. Next question is, my mom always tells me, Cameron, what's something that your mom always tells you?
Drive safe, be safe always, don't do anything stupid, and I love you.
That's good. What about you, Bennett? What's something your mom always tells you?
She tells me a lot that I love you.
I love you. Yeah, your mom does tell you that
And
she
be
loves you a
good.
lot. And be good.
And clean my bedroom.
And clean up your bedroom.
And do my homework.
And do your homework. There we go. Yeah, something my mom always tells me is she loves me. My mom's always texting me, always telling me how much she loves me, how much she cares about me. She's always kind of looking out for me. Tells me a lot, when to watch my attitude, kind of keep my attitude in check. She's always there to kind of encourage me with how I'm acting, and always being a good example for me. So I'd say that's what my mom tells me. She tells me she loves me. She tells me be nice. So my mom teaches me. I'll start with this one. My mom has always taught me to keep short accounts with people. And she's also taught me once the toothpaste comes out of the tube, it's hard to go back in the tube. So like once your words are out there, they're out there. So you really need to be considerate of what you say to other people. She's always kind of reminded me of that once you say something, you can't unsay it. So I'm really appreciative of that lesson that she's taught me. What about you, Bennett? What's something your mom teaches you?
My mom definitely teaches me for right now a lot. Probably like my whole school stuff.
Yeah. So like right now it's basically like your mom is your teacher. So
yes. So she basically teaches me like everything.
How's she doing?
Good.
Good. Yeah. Brings a whole different meaning to that question for those of you that are at home right now and doing school and stuff like that. And lots of you have parents, maybe even you middle school and high school students helping you with your homework and stuff. So what about you, Cameron? What's something that your mom teaches you or has taught you?
Well, I don't mean to be kind of cliche, but I definitely have to be a little bit like the passage, 2 Timothy, where Timothy's faith comes from his parents. I owe my faith almost completely to my parents, at least the foundation of it. And what my mom does on an average basis, on an everyday basis, is not necessarily she sometimes teaches me in faith, but more importantly, she teaches me and reminds me to live a righteous and spiritual life, to continually honor and serve God in everything that I do, no matter what I'm going through or the situations that may come up.
No, that's good. Thanks, Cameron. Our next question is, my mom makes me, so I'll answer that one.
This one's easy.
This one's easy. Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
My mom makes me. What does your mom make you do?
I already said it, but Linda tells me she makes me clean my room. She makes me do my homework. She makes me do a lot of things
Why does she do those things?
because so I'm good.
Yeah. So you learn, right?
Yeah.
And because she cares about you too.
Yeah.
So, my mom makes me. My mom makes me check in with her, which I appreciate. She wants to know what's going on in my life. She wants to know what's going on with the kids. So on a pretty regular basis, my mom's touching base with me, calling me, texting me, which I appreciate. Even as an adult, it's good to know that she cares enough to check in with me and wants to know what's going on with me and going on with my life. So I really appreciate my mom being intentional and reaching out to me and making me reach out to her and keep her in the loop on stuff and just how life's going. So, what about you, Cameron?
Um, Probably. Well, funny thing is, one thing that really comes to mind is over the past 4 years so that I've been at school, I've been really close, fairly close to home, at least within 3 hours or something like that of a drive. So fairly easy. So when I go back to school or I go back to the place that I'm at, she's like, make sure to call me and let me know that you're home safe. Um, she does that a lot, and she also makes me uh, to be a good representation for my brother. I think that the reason the way my brother is partly because of what I've done uh, in his life and the influence that I've had on him, and so partly there are a lot of things that went into that, but my mom wants me to make sure that I'm kind to him and show him a godly love and continue to minister to him as well as my entire family. So yeah, she makes me do things like that.
Cool. All right, last question or last statement, I guess. I love my mom because. So I'll go ahead and do that one first. I love my mom because of the investment she's made in me. My mom has spent so much time just loving me and encouraging me and always being there to support me and encourage me. So I love my mom because she's really been, like you said, Cameron, a foundation for my life, a foundation for my faith. So that's why I love my mom. She's always been there for me. I always know she's in my corner. Um, every time I come home and visit, she's asking me what I want to eat. She's taking care of me my whole life, and I really, really love and appreciate everything my mom has done for me and continues to do for me. Cameron, what about you?
Uh, I love my mom because she would do anything for me. Yeah, she at times she might be disappointed, and well, that's another reason why I love my mom because she's a good and godly parent. She has disciplined me, she has loved me, she has taught me my entire life. Um, she's been there through. She's one of the people that's been there for me through the toughest of times when things have been extremely difficult for me. She's been there. She's one of my rocks that I can look to and take refuge in. I love my mom because, like I said earlier, she's caring and she will, um, well, if I need it, she'll stop anything. She'll stop everything and minister to my needs. So,
All right, Bennett. I love my mom because.
Love my mom because pretty much because she took care of me and she loves me.
Yeah. What else does she do for you? Why else do you love her?
I really love her because she basically just tries to be the best that she can for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. Your mom does take really good care of her, of you. I about called you a girl. I'm sorry. Your mom does take good care of you and your sister. So for those of you that are older, any parents listening to this, husbands and fathers, you know how much your wife and the mother of your children means to you as well. So moms out there, we want this to be an encouragement to you as well. You're doing a good job. We wouldn't be where we are without you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for all that you do for us. So students, take some time this week. Let your mom know that you love her, that you care about her. And I know for some of us that might be watching this video, maybe you've lost your mom, and maybe there's brokenness in that relationship that you have with your mom. Not every relationship is perfect. We get that. But my encouragement to you is to reach out and to know that you aren't alone, and that you can express that thankfulness to your mom, that you can reach out and let her know that you care. So thanks for taking the time to hang out with us a little bit this week. Like I said, something a little bit different today, but I thought it would be good with Mother's Day coming up to take some time to do this. So thanks for hanging out with us today, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. And if we don't see you between now and Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. Have a good one. See you guys later. Thanks.